So you're telling me that they are already here? Interesting. And did you lay a hand on them? Perfect. You know how I am when you damage something that's mine. Now you can bring them to the throne room when I call for them. Understood? I will be waiting. You may bring them in now. Oh, why on earth are they in chains? And they look exhausted. So this is the one I've been hearing so much about. Tell me, were the others kind to you when they were bringing you to me? Speak. Oh, such a quiet little thing. I didn't understand that you were mute. Perhaps your tongue was cut out. What horrible things have you done to deserve such a fate? Oh, you aren't mute after all. You just don't wish to speak to me. I can understand that. After all, you are the one that's supposed to be sacrificed, not I. I desire to be alone with them. Now! Now that we're alone, you do not need to feel anxious. You may speak your heart's desire. You thought I was going to be cruel? What barbaric type of stories have the people of the village been spreading about me this time? Truly. Oh, that actually hurts quite a lot. Do you think I look like some sort of sick and twisted king that would do something like rip a human to shreds with my claws? Do my horns look terrifying? Well, I do apologize for that. They may come off like that, but I can assure you, they are quite harmless. Though your eyes seem quite fixated on them. Is the unnatural sight of them discomforting to you? Is that so? Well, I was not expecting you to take such a liking to them. Consider me quite flattered by your interesting tastes. Now, why don't you tell me about yourself? Because I'm quite curious. Humor me a bit, won't you? Oh, I see. Is that truly how you were treated? That's despicable. How dare they treat another human like yourself the way you've described? It is sickening. If I could, I would go down there myself and rip their throats out with my teeth. Of course, I would do that. Unfortunately, with the treaty in place, if I ever set foot in their territory, it would end horribly. Mostly for them. Are you crying? Please don't cry anymore. You are safe here. I see I still terrify you. And what happened to the others, you ask? Well, it's quite simple. I gave them a new life. No, I do not mean by eating them. That's just some sick fairy tale that you've been told. No, I gave them a new life by giving them a new identity and some coin for traveling. The stories you were told portray me as some sort of monster. But that, I can assure you, was my father. Yes, my father was a cruel and sick man. And once he had passed, everything fell onto me. I resented his ways, taking an unwilling sacrifice whenever he wished to do so, as he pleased. a despicable man that he was, and I vowed I would never continue his dark, twisted desires. But still, the village still lives in this false fear, and yet they still send a sacrifice every year. Of course, the villagers don't know about my father's passing, and if they had, with their fear of me and what I might do, they wouldn't hesitate to start a war where unnecessary blood would be shed in the early hours of the morning. Now, why don't you come along and follow me? You won't get into trouble. I am the king. Now come along. Sorry, I didn't hear you. What was that? We are going to my quarters. You need to wash up and get dressed into something more appropriate, and maybe something warm in your belly. And no, you are not going to be wearing those rags that you call clothes. You'll be wearing something more suitable if you are to stay here while I deal with a few things. And don't worry what I'm dealing with. The only thing you need to do is relax and get cleaned. I will send for the maids, and they will help you with whatever you desire. You wish for my assistance? A most interesting proposal. I, alas, have certain duties for this evening. But if it is my company that you seek, I surely am not one to disappoint a guest. Perhaps after dinner I may have more time to entertain my new guest. Yeah, it isn't much, but it'll be suitable for the time being. Now, I will let you get cleaned up. Do you require the maid's assistance? Or will you be good on your own? Perfect. Then I will let you go. If you need anything, all you have to do is call my name and I will immediately come to you. How will I hear you? You'd be surprised at how much I know of what happens in my castle. Now, off you go to the restroom, and I will have clothes on the dresser. And of course I will knock before entering, just to make sure that you are appropriately dressed. I cannot believe they would do such a thing as lay a hand on such an innocent creature. They should know by now that my father is dead, and whether they like it or not, it is not my problem. And they will pay, one way or another. Are you appropriate? If you are not, I will wait outside until you are. I was only making sure that you are appropriate. I'm sure the last thing you desire is for me to see you naked. I beg your pardon. You do not mind that? In any case, you look wonderful. Those clothes, they look quite wonderful on you. I almost want to tear them off myself. Now that you are dressed, I'm having the maids prepare a meal for you. Hopefully you aren't too picky. That's good to hear. But I wish to see something first. Show me your wrists, and I wish to have a better look at your cheeks and your neck. Why? Because I need to see them. I promise I will not lay a harmful hand upon you. All you have to do is let me see. Oh, my dear. And they did this to you. I will have their heads on a wooden stake. How dare they do something like this to a person as gentle and as innocent as you? I must apologize for my outburst. I will have someone grab some ointment and a warm cloth for you. It's all right. It's okay. I'm right here. Would you like to lay in bed and relax for the rest of the evening? Perfect. Now I will join you as you wish. You may come here if you are going to sleep on my chest. I see. I have nothing to say about that. Just know that you are completely safe with me. I will not do anything to you, and rest until the maids return. I promise you that I won't leave your side while you rest. Now sleep, my sweet little creature. Are you trying to grab my horns? Like the video and subscribe if you enjoyed. I have been a secret moth. Thank you for listening, and good night. Sweet dreams.